So welcome back. Today we're going to discuss about the moon in the further houses. Last time we did up to moon into eighth house. Now today I'm going to discuss from the moon in the ninth house. This is the birth chart again I'm making. Let's put number 5 here this time. 5 is an ascendant number. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see what happens when moon sits into this house. This is the ninth house. Now what does the ninth house means? Ninth house means the house of law, house of spirituality, pilgrimage, your religion, your religious thinking, your religious beliefs, what kind of religion you follow, and how much you believe in it, how strongly you believe in that religion, and long distance travels are seen from this house. Okay, this house is a house of your good luck. This is one of the trikona houses. What is trikona houses? 1, 2, and 3rd. These three houses are trikona houses. So this is one of the trikona houses. And what happens when moon comes in here? When the moon comes in this house, it brings into the thinking of the person in this way that the person feels like pretty much balanced when the person is into the religious practices, pujas, and then doing all those cultural activities, all those rituals which his or her religion tells her to do. Then the person feels satisfied. Okay, that's the main impact of the moon when it is present here, the ninth house. Right? This house is the house of your teachings of your guru, teachings of your father. Okay, and when moon is here, we also say that mother of this person is the motivation of for this person to follow the beliefs of religion, to follow the rules of religion. Okay, to become a pandit. Most of the pandits are seen from this um, combination. When the moon is here, because this is the house of religion, and when moon is here, that means mind is here. The person will be all the time thinking about these higher belief things, higher thinking, like a scientific thinking, um, dharmic, religious thinking. Then the person will be automatically inclined towards doing such profession of karmkand, being a pandit, doing jobs and mantras and all that thing is seen from this house. So that was about the ninth house when the moon enters into this house. Okay, and this house, second house, is sixth position from the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth position is the position of hurdles from the moon. That means if this person is having a good placement of moon, like it is exalted or in its own sign, then this person will be having problem with the family, because once the moon is in the good exalted sign, then this person will be more inclined towards the following beliefs in religion and the practices, cultural rituals. Then he might not have enough time to give to his family, or he might be having problems in his or her bank balance, because this is the house of your acquired money, second house of the birth chart. And when it is at the sixth position, then due to higher thinking, higher belief into the god, this person may not have any much attachment towards this house, because what happens is when the person goes into too much religious beliefs, then the person stop leaves behind all those materialistic things of acquiring money and property and family. They just want a solitude and attach to the god. So that's only drawback when the moon is placed here. But it is never possible in everybody's case that the same thing is going to happen. Okay, because a lot of people are born with the moon in the ninth house, but not everybody is a pandit, not everybody is a priest. Okay, it all depends on the microscopic calculations, that what is the position of the second house lord, what is the position of this house lord, and is there any benefic grant aspecting on the second house. Okay, so these all things have to be considered in this house. So now what happens when moon comes into the 10th house? When the moon is in this house, this is the house of authority, power, job, karma, business, anything you do, like in the outer world, in the public. What is your face in the public? How you present yourself in the public is the 10th house. Politics is the 10th house. So this person will be a healer, that in a sense that this person will try to heal the people by helping them out publicly, like Mahatma Gandhi, Mark Luther, Hillary Clinton. These people are like Shanti Doots, peace acquiring people. I mean, they like to have peace in the community, they like to have peace in the society. So they help the people out, okay, by non-violence, try to do the things, settle down, make it easy, and then proceed further. That's what happens when the moon comes in here. If the moon is in a good sign, then the person will be really famous in the public, really do good things. If it is a debilitated, then he will be always having a problem in the mind, fighting with the own mind, that how to get a fame in the public. Okay, how I'm gonna deal with the public, and how he's gonna help the people out with all those obstacles, because his mind will be waving. Moon is not stable planet, so it's always waving, when especially when it is in the bad sign. Okay, then for this position, the sixth house will be the third house of the birth chart, which means the house of younger siblings, your friends, your neighbors. What happens usually, you have figured out with all those people who have been popular in the world, like Mahatma Gandhi and all the things, their family life is disturbed. Their neighbors and all people around them just get away, just because they want to help the people out, and for that they cannot support their siblings. So that sometimes they have a bad relationship with their siblings too. They lose their good relations with them. But again, I would say, repeat, that it all depends on the position of the strength, position, aspects, and everything, which counts on the moon, on the 10th house, on the 10th house lord, on the third house, and third house lord. Everything counts. Okay, so this is what happens when the moon comes in here. You also see the doctors from this house. Those doctors is what? Is a healing, helping the people out, taking their own problems away. That's what the doctor does. Mother Teresa. These kind of people have a very good moon placed. Right, so this was about the moon in ninth and 10th house. What happens when moon comes into 11th house? Moon in the 11th house means this is the house of desires. This is the house of your income, how much you make from your business. This is the house of your elder siblings, your elder brother, elder sister. Okay, this is the house of your gains. How much do you usually gain all over? Okay, so this house is directly related to the second house again. If you have this house strong, then this house is supposed to be strong, because desires are being fulfilled of gains, and then they are deposited here in the form of assets as a bank balance, then automatically you're happy. And being this house is the fourth position from this 1 2 3 4. Well, it might sound confusing for you that what I'm counting 4 steps down and 6 steps down, what is this? This is another form of predicting a birth chart or reading a birth chart. You will know that how to do it. I'm gonna make a video on this too, that what does that mean, that how we count the certain houses from a house to know the strength of that particular house. So let's see here. This person mind will be more stable when he will be thinking about how to gain money. Then this person will gain money, this person will gain the benefits. Okay, this person will feel more balanced when he or she will be staying with his elder siblings, elder brother, elder sister, some figure like that. He'll feel like more balanced. Okay, so in this house, that's what the moon does is, this house moon here, and it's aspecting the fifth house also, just for information. Fifth house is a house of fun in your life, happiness in the life. So if this position is well placed and aspecting at a bright aspect on this house, then person's life is more happier. He feels more happy and get more gains from this kind of aspect. Okay, so what happens when moon comes into the 12th house? Moon comes in the 12th house. This is the last house of the birth chart. This is the last journey house. This kind of person will, first of all, like to stay away from the house, because 12th house is a house of solitude, away from the house, far away. And when the moon is here, the person likes to go outside, stay there, and try to connect himself or herself to the God, to the other world. That's the 12th house represents. 12th house represents the death. The 12th house represents the solitude. The 12th house represents the connection to the other world. Okay, spiritualism, and the final journey is seen from here. This house. Okay, the bed pleasure also. So this person, on the other sense, we can say the mind would be inclined all the time towards how to take the good bed pleasure from the spouse. Okay, and this house being the house of losses, this person will always be happy in losing, because mind is here because of the moon, and will be always thinking about to spend, how to spend to get more stability in the mind. I often have realized this kind of combinations, that these people love to do shopping just to balance their moon, just to balance their mind. Now if the moon is well placed in this house in a good sign, like in a friendly sign or an own sign, then do very well. Okay, it creates a very good connection with the other world, good meditation, becomes a good person who feels like connected to the other world, and more close to the God and nature. Okay, that's what. If it is a bad place, then it takes the person to a jail. It can ruin all the money of the person, put him into the debts, because the moon aspects the house of debts from here too. And if somehow this house is a connection with this moon, then it's definitely gonna be a lot of debt. Okay, so this was about the moon from 9th to the 12th houses. This time I just picked up a little more speed, just because during the first session we discussed already about the sun in all the houses, so you can realize what the houses are, so you might not have to repeat everything about the houses again. So this was about the moon, the 12th houses, and I'll be back with another video. Okay, till then, if you have any questions, you can ask me through the email.